pity you have to go back, Karl. Hope it won't be too long before you return to Sweden.
You bet. I've had a ball.
Sweden's been good for you. You've lost weight. Have you got a last gem of advice before you go?
Always remember this, young Billy. Individuals can change the world. I did it. Your daddy did it. Now it's your turn.
Well, yes, you did change the world. I know you did. When you, shall we say, modified the George W. Bush election result, you most certainly changed the world.
It wasn't difficult. Because the result was a close call anyway. We just got the computers to do the rest.
Bloody clever, I say. I knew my daddy was a formidable nuclear scientist. But tell me, how exactly did B.M. McCormac Sr. change the world?
Well, as you know, we in public relations manipulate people to get the end result. And if they don't bend to that manipulation, we get them banged up on false charges, like those we leveled against Siegelman. If they have not committed a crime, we manufacture one on their behalf. But your daddy changed the world in a different way altogether.
But how?
Oh, it was before you were born. He directed all kinds of nuclear explosions in the Pacific in the upper atmosphere to see what the effects would be.
Yes, I knew about the nuclear test experiments. But I still don't understand.
Come on, Billy. It's not a hard one. A man with your brains. Your daddy's experiments blew the biggest goddamned hole in the ozone layer the world has ever seen. The polar ice caps are melting. Those Aussies are getting scorched to death, summer and winter. He really changed the world.
Yes. They told me to keep that off my CV. I'd forgotten.
Selective memory is a good thing. Talking of Aussies, we have to get Assange to the States. Refresh me on where we stand.
As you know, Prime Minister Reinfeldt is on our side. Well, you know that because you help fix things yourself.
That's what I do. I fix things. Call me a fixer, wheeler dealer, spin doctor, whatever. I am all things to all people. Heads of state are right up my street. But you helped Reinfeldt before I got here.
That's right. My various public relations companies have kept him in power for a decade. That's why he owes us big time over Assange. The advantages are twofold. I get him introductions to important people and I direct policy initiatives in line with U.S. ambitions. He pays me for that. The important people I introduce to him have to pay for that privilege too, yourself accepted, Karl. And these are all the same people, so I get paid twice.
You're learning, Billy boy. How did you manage to get the prosecution service to take on such an unwinnable case?
I found a couple of practitioners just about to retire, Marianne Nye and Claus Borgström. Then I promised them that Monet, the one that sits in my boardroom, the one that might be a fake, they went at it like terriers.
We have to get Assange. He's a danger to our world domination plans. He knows you can change the world too. But he would be leaking the truth about our torturing and killing, drone attacks, and misappropriation of funds and votes.
We were working on it, Karl. That move of his to the Ecuadorian embassy was just as if he knew what we were planning.
Yes, he's a smart cookie, all right. I want him in with Siegelman. The women have done their bit. We have to stop him from pumping out the truth. The sooner the better. If we bang him up, or better still, shut him up, if you know what I mean, WikiLeaks will crumble to dust.
Leave it to me, Karl. When you've had public relations experience and know how the CIA operates, you're not short of a trick or two.
That's your daddy's boy. Well, I guess I'd better be on my way.
Just tell me before you go. Is it true George W. Bush calls you Turd Blossom? Do you mind if I call you that too?